Chris was a really funny young man. He had a great sense of humour, great sense of fun, but he was, I suppose it's fair to say he was troubled in the sense that life was always difficult for him. Whatever job he went for, he got. He had a 100% record in terms of jobs he went for. So he had a lovely personality. But underneath that, when he died, I discovered that he'd suffered from depression from around the age of 13, 14, and had been ashamed about how he felt and had kept it secret. When he died, he texted me just before he died to say he loved me and goodbye, and I tried to phone him and realised something serious had happened. And his girlfriend and my son-in-law went to where he was in lodgings. He'd taken his life and he'd put notices on the door to stop the landlord, who he knew had young children, going into the room. He put a note on the door to say, send for the emergency services. But of course, someone came here, police came here to tell me, and then I had the awful job of identifying his body, and that was terrible. We remember the day as if it was yesterday. It was absolutely pouring with rain. I had to drive from here to be driven, my son-in-law, from here to Wellingborough to identify the body, and it's a surreal sort of experience, and a terrible sense of loss, terrible sense of guilt you feel. Involvement with Papyrus, a charity which seeks to prevent young suicides, is really, I suppose, I can't sit around mourning his loss. I've got to do something to try to prevent other parents going through the same awful experience that I went through. So I've tried to turn that sadness and that grief about losing him into something more positive.